is chivalry outdated or still sexy?
Still sexy to every woman. I mean, even the most feminist of feminist town, they want a man who is chivalrous and who will want to, who likes paying for dinners and leading and opening doors. They still want that.
I know you've asked this question, why the only men who approach you are the ones that you don't want. There's actually a psychological reason for this. You see, respectful, emotionally healthy men are very boundary aware. They don't want to intrude, pressure, or misread a situation. So if you're just vibing, hoping that the decent, respectful, available men will pick up on your energy, they won't, because men are far less attuned to the subtle cues of attraction than women are. Meanwhile, the men who don't care about your boundaries, the one with no social awareness or worse, they will approach. That's why so many women say only creeps come up to me. So I'm going to give you the fix. If you want to be approached by a respectful man, your cues need to be clearer than you think, because psychologically safe men need active green lights, not passive signals. Try these. Number 1 is prolonged eye contact. Hold it for 2 to 3 seconds, look away slowly, smile and repeat. Number 2, face your body towards him. That's your hips and your shoulders. Make sure that they're open and not angled away. Number 3, do the double take. Glancing twice is really powerful. 1 might be chance, but 2 is showing interest. 4, you can touch your hair or your neck while you're making eye contact. He will subconsciously read it as an invitation of trust. 5 is a walk past slowly and then stand nearby. Close enough to be noticed, but not intrusive. Believe me, you are not being too obvious. You're giving the respectful man the psychological safety to make a move.
Oh, it's not. Excuse me, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, you're very pretty. I can get your Instagram?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wait, what? Where are you going?
Drink.
Like, where are you going?
Continue my walk.
No, you're not gonna, ask why, ask about my boyfriend, try to, where's the effort,
Ask, you said no, so I'm gonna go.
But you don't want to, know why? You don't care why?
I don't give a bro. You said no, bro, so, bro, on to the next hoe.
Nah, what happened to, oh, you got a boyfriend or something?
Bruh,
he don't let you have friends?
Here's the problem with you girls, bro. You want me to get on my knees and plead as to why you said no?
You don't have to plead, but where's the effort?
What effort, bro? You said no. You don't deserve my effort, bro. If you was interested, you would have said yes, bro. You said no, so now it's time to go. It's no if, ands, or but.
No, that's not the line.
Y'all be used to these losers, bro. I'm not gonna spam ask you why. I don't care, bro. You said no. There's a million girls in this world, bro. You think I'm ready to sit right here and waste my time?
Bro, you're not wasting your time. It's me.
Bro, I'm not.
It's me.
Who is you?
Bruh.
I'm ready to shake my cup, bro. I just met you, bro. You look good, just like the other 50 girls that I asked for the Instagram, bro. I'm ready to shake my cup for your gram, bro. You said no. Okay, cool.
Bro, no, that's not your line. You gotta hit me with the oh, he don't let you have friends. Do that part.
No.
All right.
Nah, that's right. She said no, so he moved on. That's the whole thing people keep missing. When a woman rejects you, she just rejected you. There's no hidden message, no reason to chase it down or prove yourself. He's got options. She made her choice. So now it's just on to the next. That's respect for both people's time, honestly.
That is it's one of a few that I hear again and again, that we call it waiting for the well. And count to 30, right? They don't need encouragement the way we do. Yes, I'm with you. Oh, wow. Really? That's an interrupt. And I've gotten emails from people saying just that one thing saved their marriage. Just that one thing changed everything. And men are so deep. And one of the myths is that they're superficial, but we don't realize we're cutting them off at the tip of the iceberg. And there's so much in there. And feelings, which we always want them to talk about, that's deep sea diving. You gotta wait and wait and wait, sometimes days. You can think about this and get back to me. It's worth waiting for. They'll tell us all about how they feel.
That's right. A lot of men shut down because they're being interrupted constantly, being told they're not deep enough when really women just won't wait long enough to hear what's actually there. Men think different. They need space to process. Soon as you cut them off, they check out. Then people wonder why he stopped talking altogether. It's cause and effect.
Here's some tough love for today. You're wondering where all the good men are, right? Well, I'm gonna tell you. They're pretty much everywhere. At work, at school, at home, at the grocery store, wherever you can think of. But the problem is women are not able to find them anymore. And there's a very important reason why that is. We do a lot of research daily on dating and dating advice and what's out there right now. And what we find is unfortunately horrifying. The advice that's out there that's given to women to be successful in love is ridiculous. And all these women go on a date and use these new tactics they just learned about to be successful in love. And you know what happens? It backfires because a good man can sense that from a mile away. So let's go back to our original question. Where are all the good men? Well, they're tired of getting foodie calls. They're tired of being friend zoned. They're tired of approaching women and getting rejected over and over again. And they don't want to do it anymore. And some of them are, you know what, I gave up on dating. Just like most good women out there say the same thing. So let's change dating for the better and stop all the games and the manipulation tactics. Good men will not fall for that, just like good women should not fall for any of the games or the booty calls or whatever it is. Let's do better.
I keep seeing all these videos on TikTok talking about, oh, why don't they yearn no more? Men don't yearn anymore. They don't yearn for women anymore because they're yearning for the boys. These are they like boys. That's why they don't yearn for women, baby.
Yeah, that's actually the real pattern right there. Men stopped chasing women who weren't reciprocating because they got tired of the one-sided energy. So now they're attracted to people who match their effort, who aren't playing games. It's simple cause and effect. Women wonder why the nice guy thing doesn't work anymore, but nice only works when it's actually valued.
Where the have all the good men gone?
Where are they?
It seems that no one has manners anymore. Men hit me up for a booty call all the time. Trust me, I read your DMs. Whatever happened to hi or how are you? You can't have riz without having some class. Practice good table manners, be a gentleman or a lady, and for the love of God, wear something chic. Can't get a second chance to make a first impression.
Why would a guy want to date somebody who brings to the table exactly what he already brings to the table? He doesn't want to date himself, honey. He certainly doesn't want to date a woman acting like him. He's looking to date somebody who's different so that when you come together and form a beautiful union, he's bringing stuff to the table and you're bringing different stuff to the table. That's called a complementary union, and that creates a whole package. And by the way, creates a whole healthy picture for a child that you bring into the world.
Scream? I don't hear anything. Were you screaming? Ah! You hear me? Am I the word?
Is this soundproof?
Yeah.
Wait.
Can you hear me?
Did you do it?
Yeah.
No, you did not.
Did you hear me?
I didn't even hear you.
You didn't hear me?
No. No one heard you.
Okay.
No one heard you.
Wait, okay, in that case, the shed would be worth it.
I can't work with this transcript. It's just audio noise and technical troubleshooting. No actual dating or relationship commentary to react to. There's no claim, no stance, no subject matter here for me to give you a real take on. You'd need an actual clip where someone's making a point about modern dating, relationships, or dynamics between men and women. Drop a real one and I'll break it down.
Never beg a man for anything. Don't beg a man for his attention. Do not ask him to treat you right. Don't ask him to buy you flowers. Don't ask him for anything. Observe him instead. If he ain't doing it, just leave him. Leave him for a girl who's okay with him not doing all of those things. Because at the end of the day, you'll find a guy who will do all of those things for you without you having to ask for it. So please, do not ever beg a man for the bare minimum.
This is just your daily reminder that every man is a loser until proven otherwise. Have a great Monday.
When you look at these videos and then you see a whole bunch of videos from women saying guys aren't coming up to women anymore. I don't know what's happening. I'm hot and all my friends are hot and guys aren't coming up to us anymore. What is going on? Are you guys just not ballsy enough? What is wrong with you? What's wrong with them? They're seeing video after video after video of you calling them a loser on second one, man-hating, being obnoxious and entitled, being a total nag. Why would they come up to you?
Yeah, that's actually the point people keep missing. Men are watching women call them losers before they even know them, then act confused when they stop approaching. You can't tell a man he's worthless and then wonder why he's not trying anymore. He just decided it's not worth the energy. That's cause and effect right there.
4 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it. Pay attention. Let's get into it, ladies. Men, correct me if I'm wrong. Taking them for granted. A man been so good to you for so long, you no longer see the value in them, or the value in how they treat you. Not communicating well or effectively, like expecting men to read our minds and getting mad when they can't. Being dismissive about how you make him feel, or being overly defensive in response to how he feels. Basically, not liking being held accountable for your actions and how you've made that man feel. Last but not least, being selfish and unwilling to compromise.
Chasing a woman is crazier the deeper you think about it. You're begging somebody to let you spend money on them. That's literally what chasing girls is. Saying, guys, when you chase a girl, you're literally begging her to spend your own money. Man, get the out of here. Ain't no way. We're gonna beg to spend money on these girls? I'm gonna beg you to provide? What the? No, you crazy. When people say women are the prize, I'm like, how? If I'm gonna be expected to be Superman, have all these accolades by myself, and you just show up, you best believe I'm the prize. Maybe I'll get it. I don't get it.
Everybody at this table should be proud to be sitting here in front of a man's man.
I've seen all these videos of women asking, where are the good men? Men are broken. They're traumatized. Good men have been beaten down. They've been in unhealthy relationships where they've been controlled and emasculated to believe that they're nothing. Good men are terrified to get into another relationship because of the trauma they dealt with in their past relationship. The good men are dealing with court cases, trying to clear their name from a woman who has done nothing but spew false allegations to continue to put that man into a dark, dark hole.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Good men aren't missing. They're checked out. They've been through the ringer, falsely accused, disrespected, drained by one-sided dynamics. So they're not going to jump back into that. Can't blame them. They've learned the hard way that being a good man in the wrong situation just makes you a target. That's the reality nobody wants to admit.
Does the ticking biological clock combo ever bother you since you haven't been married?
No. Mostly because I'm surrendered to God. And I think that I used to feel like I had an attachment to what my life was supposed to look like as far as a husband and children. But the truth is, every time I thought I knew, I was wrong. And so I've stopped telling God what to do with my life. And I'm in a space of surrenderment and allowing God to be God inside of my life. And if I'm meant to have children, then I will have children. And if I'm not, then I won't. And both of them are perfectly okay, because maybe mother for me looks like bonus mom. Maybe mother for me looks like surrogate. Maybe mother for me looks like adoption. Maybe mother for me looks like the kids in the community. I have no idea what mother for me looks like. I just know that I am open to whatever God has for me.
That's real talk right there. A lot of people, especially women, spend their whole life chasing this one specific picture of what their life's supposed to look like instead of just living it. And by the time they realize that attachment was the problem, years are gone. She's ahead of the game by understanding that early. Peace comes when you stop demanding life follows your script.
I'm standing on the train and look at all these men. What happened to giving up your seat for women? No man offered me a seat. Excuse me, are you going to get up?
What?
Are you going to get up?
Are you pregnant?
No.
Are you for equality?
Yes. No respect. Chivalry.
What happened to men giving up their seat for women is equality. It is exactly what so many women have been wanting and asking for. What's even worse than that is the whole idea that we don't need men, that we can do everything on our own, and that we would even pick a bear over running into a man in the woods. But then to be in disbelief that a man is not going to give up his seat, it's a little bit of, I want my cake and I want to eat it too kind of energy. With that being said, the reality is that a lot of good men are still going to give their seat. And that's simply because they're not going to let your bad behavior change their behavior. Unless you come with the attitude. You approach them and you demand their seat. And then you give them attitude if they're not giving up their seat. Because that's just entitlement. And he does not want to enable that.
Only
do this. This is not a physical characteristic. This is an attainable quality. Oh, and hi, my name's Jenna Nicole. If I'm being so honest, and I'm being so honest with you, men who approach women are hot. Yes, they're hot. Let me put it this way. For the guy that she calls creepy for approaching her, she would be flattered if a man who she was attracted to did the same thing. And you never know who's going to be attracted to your presence and your energy. So just shut your brain off and do it. Also, if you don't have creepy intentions, then the girl who calls you creepy is just immature and you don't want her anyway. Because even if I'm not into the guy who approached me, I respect him way more after that. Even if I say no, I will be more open to saying yes in the future because now I respect the guy. So definitely do this if you want her to respect you immediately. Guys who do this are just more confident. They're more socially adaptable. And because few men have the guts to do something like this, you're going to stand out. Men who do this are men I would trust, men I would feel safe with. And I would feel safe with them because I know how much courage it takes to do that. And I know that courage will translate in other areas of life, like providing and protecting, for example. Women want to be with men who take life by the, you know what, and they make things happen. These guys understand that failure is not rejection. The only failure is not trying at all. If you want to go on more dates with high quality women, book a call.
Nah, that's real. She's saying what a lot of women actually think, but won't say out loud. The guy who approaches is automatically more attractive because he took the risk. And she's right. Most men stop doing this because they got labeled creepy for just existing. But the ones who still do it stand out immediately. That's just facts. Courage is attractive.
So I think I need you in my life. You have a boyfriend? Why? What? Yeah. Who you love him? Yeah. Could you love me too or no? I'm just like, no, what's your name though? You're so beautiful.
And yours?
Dino.
Dino.
Like dinosaur.
Spelled that way?
Yeah, it's spelled D-I-N-O. I'm from Serbia, that's why.
Serbia?
Yeah, Europe?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
but it's okay.
far away.
I know, but you're very pretty though. How good is it? Where are you from?
I'm from the East Coast.
East Coast?
Yeah, so Connecticut.
Connecticut? Okay. Well, I hope you have a good day.
You too.
Nah, that's cheating to me. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That's cheating to me. Entirely too friendly. Entirely too friendly. She was asking follow-up questions, asking for his name, giggling, tee-hee, ha-ha, and she's looking up at him, holding eye contact the whole time. My shorty better have dismissed that conversation with a quickness. I'm not saying she gotta be rude to no man or disrespecting no man in public. I would never ask my shorty to do that. That's dangerous. But she should have dismissed that whole conversation so long ago. You asking for his name, where he's from, how you say his name, how do you spell your name? You giggling, ha-ha, tee-hee. Nah, bro, like that, ooh, that would have pissed me off. Oh, that would have... She was going. Like, all he had to do was apply more. All he had to ask her was like, hey, can you have friends? She would have gave him the Instagram, the phone number. That's cheating.
So my advice to the young black women out there, be very selective about who you take advice from. Because remember, Leslie Jones is the same woman that's giving you advice right now, but she also said this.
You're in your masculine area. Well, why don't you get in yours? I'm sick of men telling me, oh, well, you know, you hardcore. Yes, I am. What you bringing to the table? I am the table.
There's something about, I think white men find them to be hilarious. And white women find them to be liberating because black women do like, talk to the hand and all that.
Like, oh yeah.
And white women go, that's right, go get him, Bertha. That's right, Bertha. Because black women are walking in a room and they're having a meeting, like the bosses. Excuse me, bosses.
Yeah.
But somebody got my stapler. I know the bosses are having a party in here. And then he'd be like, hey Bertha, they trying to make us work this Saturday. What? Ain't nobody working on no mother Saturday. You tell them, Bertha, get us off on Saturday. It says here in the bylaws, section 12, code 62, I ain't working on no mother unless I get double time. Double time.
Yes, I am. Can you handle it? Oh, well, I am the table.
And white women find them to be liberating.
Can you
And white women go, that's right, go get him, Bertha.
Can you handle it?
Oh, message.
Marcus Bird.
A lot of the times, men think that they have a relationship just because the female left him. But what she's not going to tell him, especially as of right now, is she left because it was just how she was feeling in the moment. Me personally, I'm fortunate enough to be smart enough to not leave based on feelings, right? Because I'm a committed person. But a lot of these females, they're a little immature, and it's just like in the moment. It's an in the moment thing. And then they're all like, I left, but how can I even come back from that? Like, you know, it's kind of embarrassing for her because it's all like, I left for no reason. And if I come back, then I'm going to look stupid, right? Like, I'm telling you, a lot of women have egos, so it might take them a long time to come back. With me personally, I'm humble. I'm very humble. So if I leave a man because I was being a little stupid and impulsive, I'm gonna come back and admit it, right? I mean, it's not gonna take me 1 hour to realize that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, maybe you didn't up, maybe she was just trying to protect herself and she was being a little sabotagic. So at the end of the day, like, I'm not telling you that you are perfect. We both know that you weren't. But what I'm saying is, like, you guys need to understand, women don't be all like, oh, I'm just gonna leave this guy because he just respected me. No, it's, I'm gonna leave this guy because I feel upset that he's not doing this for me. And I'm like, sure, I guess women mentally check out before they leave, but a lot of the times that's not the case. Like, a female can be so emotional that she just leaves you, right? Because she has these standards in her head, and then you're not doing it, and it's like, I'm gonna leave, right? So, take accountability for the contribution that you made to it, but I don't want you to put the full blame on yourself because, like, no. And of course, women are going to go in my comments and they're not going to admit to this, right? Why would they? Like I told y'all, because it's embarrassing. They're not humble enough to admit this. So, yeah, I'm the one that's going to tell y'all the truth. But these women who are like, not me though. They're not self-aware enough to realize that they're a problem in some sort of capacity. Sure, it may be true that some women ain't like that, but you get to decipher this, not a random chick in my comments trying to disagree with the that I say. I don't believe them unless I believe them. Okay? Because what they're not doing is, yeah, they're saying, I'm not like that, but they're not giving context like, oh, your ex like slapped you into tomorrow and you didn't come back to him. Oh yeah, well, right. 101 coaching in bio.
Hi everyone. Since I've gone through a tough time for the past 4 weeks entirely by myself as a strong and independent woman, that absolutely made me feel so sick of being the independent woman. I mean, I really want to get rid of it. I'm keen to be spoiled, and therefore I'm to have a partner now. However, it's not that easy to find the right one in Sydney, Australia. I don't know if that happens to other girls, but it happens to me. I've been struggling to look for the right one since I've moved here about 8 months ago. It's not so long, but that's long enough, you know. What I found was like, whenever I chose someone, they didn't choose me back. That's the point. So I'm not so sure if there's something wrong with me as well. And I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit about myself and also how my ideal man would be. So just check and give me a comment. What could possibly be wrong? So let's start from myself. So I'm 28, originally from Thailand. As you can tell from my accent, English is not my first language, and I'm so small. My height is 150 centimeters tall. I'm not clever at all. I am silly. I have short attention span as well, I would say, but it doesn't really affect relationship, and also, what else? This is the way I speak. I am funny a little bit. Career-wise, I work full-time at a private clinic in the medtech industry. Yeah, that's all about me, I would say. And with the ideal man, he must be white, because I find I'm attracted to white guys. He must also be at least 170 centimeters tall, because I'm really short already. I just want someone who can fulfill what I'm lack of, And grooming wise, I tend to like guys with shorter hair and lesser facial hair, or maybe no facial hair at all, and know how to dress, not in fancy way, but just to dress well maybe. And he must be younger than 40, or if he looks young, he could be a little bit older as well. Most importantly, I want a stable man who can mentally support myself, because I've been on my own entirely and I am so tired and exhausted. I find I am nearly breaking down at any time soon as well. So I don't think I can handle any insecure or unstable guy, or I'm really keen to settle down now. So yeah, I think that's it. So what do you think? Like is it that difficult for me to find the right one? Tell me, please.